The wait is over. Both of these teams have had this date circled on their calendars for years. For the first time since 2015, it is Utah State versus Utah. Both of these teams head in with plenty of momentum as they look to claim the Beehive State and the Beehive Boot in the Battle of the Brothers. And hello everyone, Alzion the Great here. Welcome back to the Utah State Dynasty, and welcome to Salt Lake City as the Utah State Aggies play the number 16 Utah Utes. We're looking for our first win versus Utah since 2012, and the first win in Salt Lake City since 1997. Can Utah State be physical and contend with Utah and their mean offensive line? And the question is for the Utes, can they stop the run? As this will be the 113th Battle of the Brothers here in Salt Lake City. As Utah, they've already lost once this year. So the defending defending Pac-12 champions, they lost the Rose Bowl to stupid Ohio State as Kotzen Lee kicks us off. It'll be Dixon from just inside the 5. Utah State will begin with the ball as he is not down apparently. Why is he not down? There we go. 25 yards to Jalen Dixon. So Utah State won the toss. They chose to kick. So we'll see Cameron Rising and this Utah offense that is known for its physical play. They did not lose to Florida, but they still lost an early game this year as Cameron Rising's first pass is incomplete. That will make it 2nd and 10. Tavion Thomas is this team's starting running back. So Rising will not hand off to him. He'll throw it quickly to Yasmin, who will be knocked down after 8 yards. I expect this game to be very physical. This Utah State defense has been improving all season as we are here in the 4th game of the season for Utah State. Both teams are 2-1 as Tavion Thomas barrels through an Aggie after 6 yards and a first down for the Utes. As this team predicated on physical games, you expect a lot of run, a lot of use of the options, especially tight ends, especially Dalton Kincaid, as this will be a fake handoff and floater to Thomas, who once again puts his head down and gets 15 yards falling forward. A first down, Utah. We'll see how well Rising can do in this rain, as it has been raining quite a bit on my channel recently, as he will be sacked for a 7-yard loss. Pukesi Vakauta gets him on that first down play, and the first big play of the day for Utah State. How many more can they get against this Utah offense? As Rising fakes the handoff to Thomas. He's got all day. He's got Spy, but he's not rushing him. Rush him, man. What are you doing? He goes way too late as Rising gets it off to Vele, who breaks a tackle inside the 10. 49-yard touchdown, Devon Vele. As Utah strikes first and strikes quickly, there's their first big play as they will go up 7-0 early on Utah State. And welcome to Utah football there. As Logan Bonner and the Utah State Aggies take the field, this is a run game that has been thrashing defenses all season long so far. As Calvin Tyler gets 6. Remember, Utah State's only loss was to Air Force, and that was actually one of the few games that we did get outrushed. As a pass on 2nd and 4, Xavier Williams gets 5 for his first reception on the day. Seems to be Logan Bonner's favorite target this season, as he's also been utilized in the run game as well. Bonner will hand off to Tyler Jr., kind of trips over a Ute that was on the ground there, but gets 6 yards regardless. As this hurry-up offensive Utah State is obviously hard to commentate. Bonner will fake the handoff to Tyler and get popped after 2, but he pops right back up. Still trying to keep him healthy. He missed last week with a concussion, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. I know he missed last week, okay? It's been a while. Handoff to Tyler Jr., he gets 6 yards. As, trust me, weeks go by very slowly, and it's really hard to recollect all the information. As Bonner, quick throw on 1st and 10 to Cobbs for a first down, 18 yards, 2 passes already on the day for Utah State, especially when the run game is working. That's not usually something that Utah State does. And also, not to mention the rain, as Bonner fakes it, and he gets it out to McGriff, who will get inside the 20, a 16-yard reception, as Utah State is now inside the red zone utilizing the passing game very effectively. Now 3 receivers far right, takes some Utes out there, but Bonner will do a read option, keep it, and slide down, trying to protect himself. As we all know, Utah State trusts Levi Williams, but they'd rather have Bonner out there for the dual threat ability. Williams more of a runner, as this will be a handoff to Tyler Jr. Barrels through a Ute and gets 5 yards, makes it 1st and goal, as Utah State slows it down for a play to get some new personnel out there, as it will be 1st and goal now. They'll do a spread formation. Pailate Makakona is in, and he does get the handoff here as he gets 2 yards there. Almost a touchdown as Utah State still hurries up despite being inside the 5. As Bonner gets the call. Read option, handoff Makakona. He's in? No, he's not in. Apparently he was stopped down at the half-yard line or something like that. It's still not a touchdown, though. As now they go into this big set. They know what's coming. But now everyone looks towards the sideline. Maybe the coaches want to change something. As Bonner now calls Van Leeuwen in motion. And it's going to be a handoff to Makakona. And he gets stuffed. I think he actually may have lost half a yard there. As Mohamed Diabate, the Florida transfer, gets that tackle. As they hurry up, go into the same formation again. Bonner calls another adjustment. But this time he sneaks it forward. It was all a distraction as Utah State answers. It's all tied at 7 here with 3:20 left in the first as Utah State answers Utah. Now we'll see how Cam Rising comes out here and does this as they're going to run some option here. It's a speed option as he pitches it out to Thomas, who gets decked out of bounds. Anyanwu managed to absolutely wreck the much bigger Tavion Thomas on that play, as it'll be 2nd and 2. Once again, 2 tight ends to the right, but it's a pass for Rising, and Devon Vele dropped the ball. Must be the rain, because he made a big catch earlier, obviously, for that first touchdown. Now 3rd and 2. Crowding the line a little bit is Utah State as they motion Kincaid, I believe, out to the right. It'll be a handoff to Thomas, and he'll get the first down, and he breaks free across the 35 or 45 as he gets a 19-yard run there. Big run for Tavion. Good start for Utah State on this possession. As now Hunter Reynolds motions to the middle. He's been on a hot streak lately. He's Utah State's best player. Rising, hands off Thomas as he gets some good blocks, gets out past the 30 for a first down, and gets taken down around the 21-yard line for an 18-yard rush. Right now, all offense as Utah State goes with a draw next, and Hunter Reynolds, the free safety, says no. Once again, the best player on this team. I think he's done so well in pass coverage so far this season, and he's obviously made plays against the run, as it'll be a fake on 2nd and 12 and a throw to Glover, but he loses 3 yards as Utah State was right there. There was no chance at that play working. Bad news, 3rd and 15 for Utah. Good news, they're 2 for 2 so far on the day as they motion Kincaid left to right. As Rising will pass, and he will throw this to Dalton Kincaid, the star tight end, but he will not get a first down. He only gets 5, and that will be a field goal attempt from Utah. As so far, this first quarter is almost done. It's been a pretty even match so far as this kick is up and straight down the middle, and it's good. Utah takes the lead as Logan Bonner comes out once again for Utah State. Known to switch quarterbacks, Utah State is another pass here, this time on 2nd and 7. Brian Cobbs gets 7, but does not get the first down, as that will be the last play of the first quarter. So after 1 here in Salt Lake, Utah State hanging in there with Utah, 7-10. So Utah State opens the second quarter only down 3, as Bonner and Tyler Jr. take the field. Still keeping Williams off the sideline, as it'll be a read option, but Bonner gets stuffed after 1. Good disciplined defense by this Utah team, as they have been known for over these last few years. Bonner going to pass on 3rd down. It's Van Leeuwen who makes the catch. 14 yards and a first down, as Utah State still hurrying up. Bonner fakes the handoff, throws across the middle. Xavier Williams holds on to a very tough catch as he gets 6 yards. Utah State still in hurry up, just kind of defaulting to it as they bring Williams in motion, but they hand it off to Tyler Jr. That was a great play as he has to bounce it outside, and he almost gets the first down. They'll mark him down a few inches short, so it'll be 3rd and inches. Bonner getting the play call from the sideline as it will be just straight handoff to Tyler. Look at the run blocking by this Aggie offensive line. 11-yard rush for Calvin Tyler Jr. Already 8 for 45 so far today. He's doing really good. He has been doing pretty good in the first 3 games as well. As now Utah State changing the play, making sure everyone's in proper communication. As it will be a pass. Bonner throws. Oh, what a play! Almost batted down. Van Leeuwen caught that pass. What a throw by Bonner there. Go back and watch that one again. That was a very special play. To me, anyway, as Bonner fakes the handoff. Now he holds it. He takes the contact. No sliding on this play as he gets 7. Utah State about 4 or 5 yards away from the end zone now on 3rd and 3. Tyler Jr. stays in. No Makakona yet. As Bonner will pass on 3rd down. Gets some blocks. Throws. Williams can't hold on. Good play by the defensive back there. As Utah State will be forced to kick a field goal here. Connor Coles hits it straight down the middle as Utah State ties it about halfway through the second quarter, just under halfway. As it'll be 1st and 10. Utah fake to the fullback as it'll be a throw to Dalton Kincaid, who's wide open, stays in bounds, and he gets 24 yards on Yanwu. Could not bring him down there. It's a big play to Kincaid. That's all they've seemed to need here. Rising, almost sacked as Vele drops another one wide open. He just can't hold on. Wonder if the rain is having some effect on this, because that is definitely not normal. He is one of their best players on this team right now. As Kendall, the fullback, goes in motion, it'll be a handoff to Thomas as he redirects, trying to get away from Hunter Reynolds, but he only succeeds in getting 6 yards. As that'll make it 3rd and 4 with 5 minutes left. As Rising takes the snap, and he'll be sacked. 8-yard loss, the safety blitz. Dominic Tatum gets there, and he is hyped up as well as this Utah State team, holding Utah 2-0 there. As now splits, you see this all the time. Stacks, excuse me. Bonner fakes the handoff, goes up the middle, gets a block, takes some contact, falls down after 8. As Phillips was in on that tackle. It'll be 2nd and 2. Still in the hurry up. It'll be a handoff to Tyler Jr. A sweep, actually, as he gets 3. You don't usually see sweeps from Utah State. It's usually more inside running. As now 1st and 10 once again. Bonner still in. Quick throw. Williams with the catch. Utah State's passed a little bit more than they usually do today. And usually you wouldn't see a whole bunch of passing with the rain. As Bonner hands off Tyler Jr. 1st down. Gets 3 yards there. As Utah State looks like they're still trying to stay a little bit balanced. As Utah State making sure they have the right play in on 2nd and 12. As movement, maybe they want to change it a little bit more. Move a wide receiver into tight end and hand off to Tyler Jr. And it works pretty well as Tyler Jr. got popped on that play. He gets 9, so a positive gain. It'll be 3rd and 3 for Utah State. Can they convert on this possession? As Bonner drops back. Doesn't have anything quickly, but throws to Williams, who can't hang on. Dropped it, maybe felt some of the Utes in the secondary there. But that would be the end of the first half. Tied at 10. Utah State hanging in there with number 16, Utah. See how they do in the second half. Utah State starts from their own 20 here to start off the second half, and Levi Williams is now introduced into this game as he fakes the handoff inside to Tyler Jr., keeps it inside, no pitching to Gentry there as he gets 6 yards on his first snap of the game. As now they motion to the stacks formation. Utah crowding the box actually. Williams wants to get a check with this as he does, still maneuvering the play here on 2nd and 4, as it will be a pass, but it's tipped at the line, incomplete, and also a flag comes in. And apparently it's holding on Utah State. Tyler Jr. apparently got some jersey on that short pass, and that makes it 2nd and 14. Levi Williams remains in on 2nd and 14. He'll just hand it off to Tyler Jr. trying to get some yards back, as he actually does. Still on top of people there, and he gets 6 yards. It's now 3rd and 8 for Levi Williams. Actually, no, they put in Logan Bonner on this play, so 3rd and 8. They might be a passing situation. They put him in. It is a pass to Xavier Williams, who powers ahead, gets the first down, as the favorite target so far for this team. It's done really well, and Logan Bonner staying in with this hurry-up offense. As waiting a little bit for the snap here, they motion out Cobbs to be a receiver, as it'll be a handoff to Tyler Jr. Does not go anywhere, only gets 1, making it 3rd and 9. As they go with the hurry-up again. Bonner looking towards the sideline. Snaps the ball. Has a man wide open, but doesn't go to him. Goes over the middle, and it's almost intercepted by Cole Bishop. He was in great position, just couldn't hang on. As it'll be 1st and 10 Utah, first possession of the second half for them. Rising pitches out to Thomas, but he cannot get the edge as he loses 3 yards there. Nothing doing, as Johnny Carter was the first to meet him, I believe. Actually, maybe the second. As it'll be 3rd and 13. A lot of cushion given to Parks on the left there as he comes in motion, fakes the handoff. Kincaid gets it, but 7-yard gain. Cannot do anything with that. Hunter Reynolds, the guy you want on Dalton Kincaid, makes the play. As it'll be 1st and 10 Utah State now after a punt. As they motion out their tight end Sturzer, he takes a defensive back with him. As it will be a read option for Levi Williams, who tries to make a move, cannot do so. Only gets 3. Kind of lucky he didn't get popped there. It's now 3rd and 7. They keep Williams on the field in the hurry-up, so it's a passing situation. We'll see if they do. As Williams fakes once, then snaps the ball. Throws it across the middle. Xavier Williams, another crucial catch in this game. He's done really well. As now 1st and 10, they motion out Sturzer again. As Williams fakes the handoff to Tyler Jr. And now he's got the edge. Look at the blocking as he gets there and gets a first down. Looks like about 12, 13 yards there. Great job by Sturzer blocking. As now another audible called on the hurry-up. 1st and 10 inside Utah territory. A quick pass to Sturzer. He can do it all. NFL scouts take notice? Maybe. We'll see. 8-yard reception for Sturzer. It's now 2nd and 2. Levi hands off the ball to Tyler Jr., and he will get the first down after 2 yards. Utah State driving very efficiently in this entire game, not to mention this drive period, as Williams almost gets tackled in the backfield, breaks away from one, gets turned around. He had the end zone, but he got turned around there. Good play by that defender, as it'll make it 2nd and 1. Williams will hand off Tyler Jr., taken down by the face mask, and they don't call it. They do not call it. It will be 3rd and inches, as now Xavier Williams comes in motion to join Levi, Tyler, and Cobbs in the backfield. It'll be a handoff to Tyler Jr. as he gets a block, makes a move, gets down to the 11 with a 12-yard gain. Calvin Tyler's 17th rush, and we're not even in the 4th quarter yet. Utah State massively outgaining Utah right now, but the game's still tied, maybe not for much longer. As Gentry enters, he will actually receive a carry. I've been critical of him in the past, but look at this run. He gets 9 yards and almost a first down there. As they hurry up, Williams gets the call. As once again, going to motion out Sturzer. He takes somebody with him, but he doesn't go that far. Williams hands off Gentry, can't go anywhere. He loses a yard. Maybe not the best play call in that situation. Van Fillinger makes the play. Utah State decides to slow it down, keeps Williams in the game, but gets Tyler Jr. out there on 4th down. Fake the handoff. Williams goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State. And they will take the lead for the first time in this game. Levi Williams takes the contact. Even though it's kind of a late hit, it's still fine. Utah State now takes the lead over Utah with a minute left in the 3rd quarter. As now 2nd down and 5 for Cam Rising. He throws across the middle, and Solomon Enos can't hold on to the ball. As 7 for 16, Rising has not been super efficient passing. Remember when I said they were 2 for 2 earlier? They're 2 and 7 now. So Utah needs a conversion here, really, to keep this game alive. And they're going to go to a draw to Tavion Thomas? That's not going to work. A 3-yard loss. No chance there, and Utah State's defense holds as we head into the fourth quarter with Utah State up 7 on Utah with the ball, driving. Can they win this game? The clutch skill has been activated from this Utah team. They have been, for the most part, clutch. I'd say, with the exception of a few games, they've been really good at making fourth quarter comebacks or holding in the fourth quarter. As Tyler gets 8 yards on his 19th rush. Still looking like the workhorse he is, not even phased as he gets the ball once more, gets 5 yards there and a first down. This is what Utah State's good at, running the ball up by any sort of amount, even with their backup running backs. Makakona will get a nice gain here. He'll actually get a first down. He gets 10 yards. Just this offensive line for Utah State has been amazing this season in the almost 4 games now that we've seen them, as Tyler Jr. gets the handoff again. 6-yard run. Makes it 3rd and 1. Utah State's 8 for 13. Bonner's going to go under center here in the I formation, but he'll hand off to Tyler, who powers through a Ute and gets 3. Utah State still moving forward. Bonner still in at quarterback, no Levi Williams. It's a fake to Makakona. Bonner tries to make a move and gets hit hard, but he pops right back up. Tried to make a move, it did not work. As it'll be 3rd and 6 for Utah State. Bonner have a chance, he'll throw it, and incomplete. Cole Bishop had a chance at it, could not get it though, and that will make this a field goal attempt for Utah State. Cole's kick is up and short. It's just short, as that will not be a 10-point lead for Utah State. Utah's defense holds, and now 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Can Cameron Rising come up with a touchdown? He throws it. It's Vele! He's coming back as he makes the catch, breaks a tackle. Hunter Reynolds pushes him out of bounds. Devon Vele has 2 catches and 2 drops. The catches have been huge, and the drops have been, I guess, almost of equal magnitude, but now he's got him back in this game with his 2nd catch after that big play. As now 3 minutes left, Cameron Rising will hand off. Tavion Thomas breaks a tackle, goes up the middle, gets down to the 1-yard line with an 11-yard rush. As Utah State's defense is all of a sudden on the ropes. It'll be 1st and goal. They're crowding the line. They know it's going to be a run, but they can they stop it? No, they cannot. Tavion Thomas gets 2 yards, and Utah has tied it up in a matter of seconds. And now 2:44 left for Logan Bonner to make a comeback and get this game under Utah State's control. He'll start with a pullback, and he gets a first down and a lot more. He gets 15 yards on that play. As now, clock's still running, not hurrying up as much. Van Leeuwen comes in motion, but it's a handoff to Tyler. As he goes up the middle, gets 7 yards there. As it's his 23rd rush. He's over 100 yards in the day. Utah State over 350 yards. This will be another handoff to Tyler. He gets a first down. That's 6 yards. Clock under 2 minutes now and still running. Utah State and Utah both have 3 timeouts. Bonner pulls it back. Gets a block from his tight end. Gets another first down. As it'll be 13 yards. Utah State cruising towards the goal line here at a good pace to try and win this game. Remember, you only need a field goal. It's regulation. It's a handoff. Gentry makes a move, gets 4. Solid run, trying to keep Tyler fresh. Now 2nd and 6. Gentry still in with the hurry up, as we're now almost under a minute. It's a handoff to Gentry, breaks a tackle, and gets the first down. 1:15 left. As now Utah State hurries out. Tyler is the running back. Utah is blitzing, but it doesn't matter. They hand it off to Tyler anyway. He gets a yard. Utah is still not using timeouts, by the way. We're down to 45 seconds, and Utah still has 3 timeouts. They're not using it, as Bonner will pass on 2nd and 9. Throw across the middle. It's McGriff inside the 15-yard line, as Justin McGriff, a 16-yard reception, 40 seconds. Justin McGriff, I don't really remember him much until right now. He's had a very quiet season, but this entire passing game has been quiet, but that is the biggest catch of the season, as now Utah still has timeouts. Utah State actually used one, as Calvin Tyler gets 2, but Utah State still, or Utah not calling a timeout, excuse me, as Utah State not calling a timeout either. They gotta hurry up, as it'll be 2nd and 8. Bonner looking to the sideline. His coaches just say snap it. Now Bowles in motion, as we got 15 seconds left in the game. He'll hand off to Tyler. He centers the ball, and now Utah State is gonna probably run down the clock unless Utah calls a timeout, which they do not, until Utah State sets up for the field goal, trying to ice the kicker, Kyle Whittingham. Do you believe in Connor Coles? Can he make it? The kick is up from the redshirt senior, and he drills it. Utah State has won. They have claimed the Beehive Boot. The Battle of the Brothers is theirs, as Utah State beats Utah for the first time since 1997 in Salt Lake, and the first time since 2013. They have taken down Utah. What a game. And before you say anything, if anyone even watched to this point, yeah, I know, that was very, very poor game management by the AI. They should have called timeouts way earlier. That might have changed up the entire game plan. We might not even be in that situation to kick a field goal there. But Cameron Rising loses to Utah State, as Logan Bonner had an amazing game. I think the entire team had an amazing game, keeping this Utah team to only 17 points. But yeah, overall, I think that was just, honestly, I think our win was just poor clock management by Utah. But other than that, you know, we passed actually pretty effectively. I really wanted to stay balanced today because I wasn't really sure if we could run on this Utah team. We ended up doing so it ended up not mattering. But I at least wanted to see if we could pass just a little bit. And, you know, we ended up doing that. I think the defense did pretty good. On that 4 vertical play or for the Utah's first touchdown, I don't know why he didn't rush him. Now, I was controlling a different player, and I don't want to, you know, influence the game a ton on defense. I just want to let it play. It's why I play the right end so much, because I don't really care. So I just kind of watched it. Now, literally, the entire time he was standing there, I was like, go, get him, like, sack him. But they didn't. Cam Rising played okay. He had, you know, his receivers had a couple drops. He only got sacked twice. Both were in the first half. I mean, in all honesty, the Utah offense wasn't that bad. It's just, you know, they couldn't do much. They had 7 drops in this game. And Vele was their best receiver. But yeah, Vele dropped 2. Dalton Kincaid dropped 2. That's not usually what happens. Even in the rain, which I'm making sure, by the way, our next 2 games for our next game for Temple and Utah State, we're not in the rain. I'm not doing that anymore. No more rain. I want either snow or nothing for this season. But yeah, overall, Utah's offense didn't get going, really. We controlled the clock as usual. Never really felt... I mean, look at that TOP. 8 minutes. Utah held the ball for 9 minutes in that entire game at home. And that is the kind of game I want to play. I don't think it really should be that easy against Utah. And I'm playing on all Heisman, like Heisman everything. And I have, you know, other stuff. As we get, also, I just want to mention our first commit here, Calvin Scott, a fullback, as we won't have to look for a fullback anymore. But yeah, I'm playing on Heisman. I have Heisman slider sets. Maybe I need to go to a harder slider set. I don't really know. But yeah, both series are on Heisman. It's felt pretty easy so far. And I played, you know, Colorado State on Heisman, and that was like really difficult. So I'm not sure if these 2 teams are just straight up better or, you know, what. But yeah, as we show you the recruiting board here, there's not much to report. This is actually, I didn't actually use a, I didn't make any custom players for this class. I just went with the base class. Next year I will be making some custom players, but there is nobody custom in this class. This is all just normal players that I don't generate, or that have been generated, I should say. As we take a look around the NCAA, some stuff amazing going on is the NC State Wolfpack are number 4 in the nation, which is fun. But yeah, as far as everything goes, I think I don't know how I'm going to make the series harder. I really don't. But our next game is against San Jose State. When we played them as Colorado State, we got demolished, I think, but we pretty much got demolished by every team. They were the best in the West the last time we met. They actually lost by 1 point at Minnesota, so I think they're actually a pretty good team. They also beat Stanford on the road, even though Stanford isn't the best team. But San Jose State is a solid team. We've actually seen them before. But yeah, that'll be the next game. It'll be our second conference game. We got to win one of those for sure. But thank you all for watching. My name is Alexander the Great. Like and subscribe if you want to. And hope you enjoyed the video. And see you all next time.